pretty bad. And then the jerk was only
He's a jerk. He's a jerk.
so.
I'll interject the time I read this. Seen that one?
Well.
My client's an ass. You gotta be an old guy to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'll do it.
Probably not for long, but yes, for right now.
So. Yeah, just email me.
I'll do that.
Email me.
All rise, please. Circuit Court's now in session. The Honorable Judge John J. Gonteric is presiding.
Thank you. Be seated.
He's a good guy. He really does. One of these conditions is the defense or something. Not here. Right, exactly. You not.
Okay.
Ms. Glisson,
Yes, Judge.
is
All of her files ready, and if anything needs to be signed.
Zoom is installing updates. Where'd my Zoom go?
No, she's on here over there.
Here it is up here.
Just, she's going to the office. She's gonna be in the office, so she- Yes. Thank you. I was like, I'm losing my mind.
Say what?
Need to join a meeting. We need to.
simmer down and stop, okay?
You know, there are studies that show the hotter it gets.
I totally agree. I totally agree. I'm telling people to- Right, yeah. Yeah, so.
Santa Bria?
So next cycle, Skiles.
Need 3 days.
Okay. And
What do you mean polycom?
Rich?
You're on mute. She can't see me. She needs to see me. She need to see me.
No, I don't think so.
Can she? Miss Leon, can you hear me? We can't hear you. Miss Leon, try again.
Okay, I'll reconnect.
Okay, I can. No, you don't need to. We can hear you.
Thank you.
All right, one of our assistant state attorneys has to appear by Zoom today, so this has just occurred, so that's why we're having this slight delay. Let's see, who we got? Gilbert, I can't read your last name, Gilbert.
Shafnet, Your Honor.
Shafnet, all right. What,
I don't know who's representing the state. Mr. McGraw was involved in it for some time. I don't know, is there someone from the state we can approach briefly?
who's the client?
Mr. Forrest, he's present.
John Forrest, who's the prosecutor on John Forrest's case? Andy McGraw?
Yes, sir.
What do you want to do?
Can I approach with a representative of the state briefly?
I guess. Is he in Pensacola?
Yes, it is.
North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045.
CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer since 1999. We're state licensed and insured, family owned and operated with 24 years of local service. We specialize in shingles and metal, re-roofs, repairs, and leak specialists. For all of your roofing needs, call us today or visit our website at cqroofing.com. CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer.
Days Tire Pros makes buying tires simpler. They offer a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties, a hassle-free experience, and a great selection of Michelin tires. No matter what you drive or where you have driven, Michelin has a tire to fit any need. Visit our store in Crestview or online at daystirepros.com. Tire Pros love the drive.
Hey, I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
Fat Boy's Juicy Beef and Tasty Bird is located at 482 North Wilston Street in historic downtown Crestview, just 1 block from the courthouse. We open at 10 a.m. with amazing lunch specials until 2 p.m., serving incredible burgers, wings, sandwiches, and appetizers. Join us for happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Hope to see you soon.
Check out the soaps, bath bombs, and other bath and body products, all made by hand with natural ingredients at Hub City Soapery. Visit us at 1092 North Verdon Boulevard in Crestview or shop online at hubcitysoapery.com.
All right, that
Hub City Soapery.
case is going to be continued till October
This is Tiffany Woodham,
26th.
State Farm's new-
John Forrest is the defendant. I don't have the case number in front of me. Do you have that?
Yes, sir. Your Honor, does the court wish to have Mr. Forrest present for the miscellaneous docket proceeding?
Yes, unless the state will stipulate that he doesn't have to be here.
We'll get with the state, Your Honor.
Okay?
And Your Honor, that's all I have. If I might be
All right.
excused.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Patel?
If I can handle his case first. Jay Patel on behalf of Coy Browning for Robert Self. Mr. Browning was just retained, and as such, he'd asked for a continuance.
No objection from the state.
What about, you want to get October 5th or October 26th?
Whichever the court prefers.
October-
Probably the next pretrial.
Retrial? October 30th.
Okay.
How about that? Okay, October 30th.
And Jay Patel on behalf of Jonathan Brown.
You know what number he is on a docket?
Unfortunately, I do not, Judge.
Is it Jonathan or Marcus?
Jonathan.
All right, well, what do you want to do?
I'd like to continue that. I don't believe there's any objection from the state.
There is no objection.
All right, you want October 5th?
Next pre-trial, Your Honor.
Retrial October 30th.
Thank you.
And finally, Judge Jay Patel on behalf of Eric Nicholas. Nickles.
Okay.
And Judge, Mr. Nicholas has two other co-defendants that are, one's represented by Mr. Shaw. We have depositions set for this month, so I believe a full cycle continuance would be appropriate.
So objection from the state judge.
When do you want to go to?
Sometime after September 27th, 28th, which is when our
What about October 30th pretrial?
That'd be perfect. That'd be perfect, Judge.
All right.
I have nothing further. Maybe excused?
Yeah.
Thank you,
Your Honor,
Judge.
If I may, before Mr. Patel leaves, there's a gentleman, Mr. Hartzog, that needs to be put back on the docket. He was set for an 8-10 motion to suppress that the defense then canceled, so now he's not on the docket. So if I give the court the case number, could we go ahead and put it on the next pretrial?
Mr. Patel's case?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if it's under me or Mr. Shaw, but Tim was planning on handling it, but nonetheless, we can.
How about it, Mr. Shaw? Okay.
Your Honor, it's Jesse Alexander Hartzog, case number 20-2976. And if we could put that in the next pretrial, which is...
All right, October 30th.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to...
Can y'all hear me in the back of the courtroom?
Thank you.
You can? Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Dudley? Morning.
Okay. The first one I have, Your Honor, is Jermaine Dawsey. It's the first time up. We're still working on getting all the discovery. As for continues to the next pretrial.
October 30th.
Then I have Jarquez Drake, 21 CF 752 and 23 CF 1516. Your Honor, this is a new case. If I could have it continue to the next pretrial.
No objection.
All right, October 30th. If y'all think you can get some of these cases resolved, we can put you sooner, October 5th or October...
Yes, sir. If we can, we'll add it sooner if we need to.
But yeah, if you can, just get it moved up.
Yes, sir. The next one I have is Tremaine Drake. He's currently being housed in Santa Rosa County. I'm working on motions in this case. It has to be set for October 30th.
No objection.
All right, October 30th.
The next one is Chase Glover. We are still talking with the state about getting some items from law enforcement and waiting on fingerprints. So we ask for a continuance to the next pretrial.
No objection.
October 30th.
I have Kevin Johnson, 23 CF 210. I'm working on a motion to suppress and a motion to dismiss. And we ask for a continuance to October 30th.
October 30th.
I have Gil McGee Jr., 19 CF 3105. If I may approach, I have a written plea agreement to a misdemeanor.
All right. See, this is how you do it. You don't wait, like Miss Dudley does it. You don't waste anything, you just get right on it. And
There's a place for your signature on the last page.
all right, so is he not here?
He's not. It's a plea to a misdemeanor, Your Honor. And it's just for court costs.
All right, this is State of Florida versus Gil McKee Jr. Case number 19 CF 3105. He is pled to carry and conceal weapon, a first-degree misdemeanor. He's adjudicated guilty. 220 court costs, $50 cost of prosecution, $315.91 cost of transportation, sentence to time served, cost to be paid within 120 days.
And the last case I have is Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders.
And he also has regional conflict counsel on some cases, Your Honor.
Hey.
Yeah, and I'll ask for a continuance to the next pretrial on this case.
And Your Honor, the state has no objection for a continuance for his main cases. We would ask that his VOPs be set on October 26th.
Ms. Flowers, have you got...
We're in agreement with that, to set the VOPs on the 26th.
You got the VOPs?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, we'll set as VOPs October, excuse me, was it October 26th and the others October 30th?
And I'm sorry to interrupt, Judge, and that would be with subs. Do we want to set that in the afternoon?
Okay. Okay, all right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, that's all I have.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Michael Gilbert.
Michael Gilbert on behalf of Donald Langley and 23 CF 74. I believe he is present. Honor, we're working on a plea with state. However, it's going to take more time. We request a continuance. I don't believe state has an objection to that. And if
No objection.
I could take it out to docket day, I'll be out of town on the 30th of October.
You want to continue to when?
To docket day after the pretrial on October 30th.
November 6th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Sure. And that's all I have, Your Honor.
All right. Patrice Cashwell.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mark Brown, and he's approaching the lectern. Patrice Cashwell on behalf of Mr. Brown in case 23 CF 366. May I approach?
All right.
I don't have the score sheet.
Did you hear that?
Yes, Your Honor, I will file them promptly before the end of the morning.
All right, you're Marcus Brown? Yes, sir. All right, this is State of Florida versus Marcus Brown, 23 CF 366. And, let's see. You want to enter a no contest plea to Is it constructive possession of weapons?
It's constructive, yes, Your Honor.
Ammunition?
Ammunition.
Constructive possession of ammunition, is that what it is, Ms. Cashwell?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Brown, would you please raise your right hand and be sworn? You swear the testimony you give before this court's the truth, so help you God. You want to enter a no contest plea to the charge of constructive possession of ammunition, was that third degree felony?
Second degree.
Second degree? You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea? Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that would prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today? Are you happy with the work Ms. Cashwell has done for you on this case? Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it, adjudicates you guilty, 2 years probation, automatic termination after 1 year if no violations and all conditions complied with, $518 court costs, and adjudicated guilty. Is there anything else?
Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you,
No,
Your
Your
Honor.
Honor, if I may state for the record for Ms. Cashwell, the defendant scores a total of 47.3 points, and I will send the score sheet.
All right.
So this would be a downward departure
I think
based
it's
on a
not,
negotiated
is there a
plea.
null pros on one of these counts?
Yes, a null pros on count 2.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Sorry about.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Ms. Leone.
And Your Honor, we request the supervision fees be waived.
All right, granted. Mr. LaPella?
Good morning, Judge. Sean LaPella for the record. I got 2 cases on the docket. The first is Kevin Bowles, 23 CF 1002. He's not present, but does have a waiver. And Judge, in this case, we're still waiting on the FDLE labs, so I anticipate the state's going to need more time to get that to us.
You want to continue to a miscellaneous or a pretrial?
Pretrial's fine, but I just asked to be charged to the state.
No, I'm fine with pretrial, Your Honor.
October 30th. Next one.
Next case I have is Marian Vasilache. He's an inmate. I was just told by court security that he doesn't need an interpreter.
Oh, he doesn't?
He speaks English
Do
very
we
well.
have the other Romanian that needs an interpreter?
I'm not representing him. He just got indicted by the feds. I anticipate the state's going to let this case go, but I don't think they have yet,
That's what I
so
thought.
maybe we need to put it on status. I don't know.
Let me just excuse this interpreter.
Okay.
Judge, just so the court's aware, Eon Hellman, or Helmack, is our client. You appointed us, actually, it's an extradition matter once his other case is resolved.
Hang on one second.
He doesn't have a new criminal case.
Mr. Williams, do you need the interpreter?
I'm concerned that we will, Judge, or what we
Today?
can do is bring him out now and go ahead and handle all of them at once. He's not? Oh, he has? All right, then. If he's been moved to another institution, I don't see how it's possible, Judge. I don't think there's anything
Well, it's
I can
fine.
do for him in court today.
Okay. Mr. Hobble, did you hear that?
I did not. Good afternoon, good morning, Your Honor.
The inmates that we needed you for have been moved to different institutions. They're not here today. So thank you for attending. I guess you can submit, you'll get paid for attending. Okay?
I understand.
All right,
Thank you for
thank you so
letting me know.
much. All right, thank you. Okay, now, what else, Mr.? So what are you going to do? He's indicted by the feds. What do you
Yeah,
want,
I
a
think
continuance?
we probably need to set it for status and let the state decide what they want to do with it.
We'll set it for October 30th. How about that?
We're not asking to continue the case, though, because I,
You think the feds are going to take it over? Is
well,
that
I'm
what-
assuming so, but according to Mr. Gillespie, the assigned prosecutor, he's not anticipating dismissing it yet or null prosing it. So I anticipate he will, but I just don't think he's figured it out yet.
All right. Okay, October 30th.
Could we make it a little sooner than that, Judge, just so that they can make a decision a little sooner? Maybe
Mr. Gillespie
September?
was asking for the pretrial, just,
October 30th.
The state continuance then? Because I don't want it continued that
Yeah.
far out.
he's already waived, so
Why not?
that's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Flowers? Morning.
Judge number 19 on the docket that I have is Seth Chansey. Judge, because depots that have not been scheduled need to be, we're asking to continue this matter to the October 30th pretrial.
There's no objection.
All right, October 30th.
Next matter, Bonnie Cruz. The second set of depots have been set for 10/13, so October 30th would be our request likewise.
No objection.
Thank you.
Okay.
Next matter is Aubrey Flood, and that matter needs to be set for trial. Judge, we've offered DPA, and I'm going to leave that offer open for the state for a few more days. It's tongue-in-cheek, but it's
So what, October 30th?
set for trial. We're ready for trial in Aubrey Flood.
That's fine, Your Honor.
Okay, hang on one second. So you want to go to trial September 11th? How about that?
That'll be fine, Your Honor.
And yeah, September 5th is docket day.
Very well.
And September 11th. Let me write this down.
That'll be
How
fine,
many
Judge.
day? How many days? Well, we'll talk about that on docket.
1 day max,
Okay.
I would think. I think the state would agree 1 day.
Well, we'll talk about that
Okay.
on September 5th.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Next matter is Kishira Jackson. October 30th is our request. They're co-defendants. I believe that everyone might agree with that.
All right, you're Miss Jackson?
Sir.
All right, October 30th, okay? Okay, thank you.
Judge, the next matter, Wyatt Mann, M-A-N-N, relatively. Your Honor, we do have a motion hearing before the court in a short period of time. We believe that October 30th pretrial is a sensible way to approach both of the case numbers.
No objection.
Okay, October 30th.
Thank you, Judge. Yeah. Judge, the final matter that I have is David Joel Rodriguez. Mr. Rodriguez is present. And this is with me, Ms. Leone also. Candidly, we believe, or I need this matter to be continued till October 30th. I don't know that there's an objection to that.
No objection.
Okay, very well. I'll see you.
October 30th.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, that's all I have. Thank you, sir.
See, that's how you do it. You're prepared, you get up here, you say what you need to do, and you just get it done. Okay, Mr. Shaw?
Good morning, Judge, that's right. First case, Judge, I have is William Robert Johns, 22 CF 1474. Depots are set on October 18th, so we're asking for the 30th.
No objection from the state, Your Honor. That would go for the co-defendants.
Judge,
Pre-trial, the 30th?
October 30th.
Okay.
And if you want to handle the co-defendants now, or do you want me to hit them later? Because I was going to cover them anyway.
Okay.
Stephen Webster.
You're covering for their attorneys?
That's correct, Judge.
Okay.
They're both in Tallahassee. Stephen Webster is the attorney for Evan Reynolds. That's 22 CF 1476. Same thing with him. He'll be with the depositions on October 18th, so we're asking for October 30th.
Okay.
Nathan Prince, attorney, represents Brandon Hardaway. The third co-defendant, we're asking for October 30th.
No objection from the state.
All right. October 30th for those.
Tristan Cole Parker, Your Honor.
Say Kristen or Tristan?
Tristan with a T, Your Honor. 22 CF 2702. Judge, we'll put that on October 30th as well. We need to take some depositions on that.
The objection?
That was Matt Gordon, Judge. I think somebody was going to be covering him, but he indicated by email.
All right, October 30th.
Next case is Jonathan Reed Roller, R-O-L-L-E-R, 22 CF 1977, 22 CF 2047. Depositions are set 9/27, 9/28, so we're asking for 10/30. This is a co-defendant with Mr. Patel's client.
October 30th.
And Judge, I'm also covering for Louis Baptiste, attorney in Tallahassee. He has Francesco Anthony Stevens, who's also a co-defendant on the Roller case. So we're asking for October 30th on that.
All right, October 30th.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have.
You'll get some of these cases resolved, get it moved up on our miscellaneous.
We will, Judge. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Switek.
Good morning, Your Honor. Glenn Switek for Luis Lopez, 22 CF 1418. I need a soft date for this case.
Do you want to leave that set for docket day, Mr. Switek?
But the 5th might be a little soon. How about the 11th?
That's acceptable to the court. I think that's a trial week, though.
The 11th, that's a trial week. You want to have miscellaneous on September 7th? Are you going to go to trial, or what are you wanting?
It's going to be a plea.
Plea? Well, why don't we do it on,
I'm anticipating anyway.
what's wrong with September 7th or
The 7th is
August?
fine.
Is
7th
that
is fine.
okay?
That'll work for the state, Your Honor. And do we want to address Mr. Nunez as well? He fell off the docket. So can we put him on the same date?
Yes.
Your Honor, we have another gentleman, Edgar Enrique Nunez, case number 211005. He fell off of a docket for some reason. He needs to be on that same docket as Mr. Lopez, if that's possible.
What, for a plea?
Either a plea or continuance, but we believe we may have that one coming in for a plea as well.
September, what did I say, 7th?
7th, yes.
All right.
All right,
We
thank you,
didn't want
Judge.
to lose track of him because we noticed he wasn't on today.
All right, good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Merrifield?
Judge, I'm covering a case for Chris Garrett. I'd like to take that one first. It's Benjamin Hoffman in 22 CF 641. There's a waiver on file. I believe he has discussed with Ms. Barrickman. 928 is a miscellaneous to resolve the case.
All right, 928.
I'm back on my docket. Judge, the first one I have is Mayan Alford in 23 CF 357. There is a waiver on file. I'd like to set this one for plea or continue on 9/5.
September 5th.
The next one is Rhonda Kane, 23 CF 1272, first time up. There is a waiver on file. I would request a continuance so that the state and I can continue to discuss resolution.
No objection.
You want a miscellaneous?
If we could do 10:30, Judge, I believe that Ms. Leone and I could bring this on an earlier docket if
All
we
right,
had the
get it
benefit.
10:30, but get it moved up if you can.
Will do. The next case is Paul Carroll, 23 CF 469. There is a waiver on file. Request to continue this one to 10:30 as well. Ms. Leone and I have been discussing the state's offer, and I have not received that to this point.
No
October
objection.
30th.
And the next case, Judge, is Philip Perez in 23 CF 1227. There's a waiver on file for Mr. Perez. We have discussed a potential resolution. Would the court be inclined to accept pretrial intervention with a plea via Zoom? Mr. Perez lives out of state and he's in treatment. So for purposes of calendaring, I just need to know if the court would be willing to accept it over Zoom. If not, I need to make travel arrangements. Do you have a miscellaneous date beyond the 7th? Would it be that 9/28 day?
That'd be fine.
If we could set
Or
it,
the 26th, September 26th or the 28th.
let's do the 26th as a miscellaneous, Judge. That way I can
Okay.
get him here. The next case is Jared Skiles in 18 CF 3045. Mr. Skiles is approaching.
Is there any other private attorneys need to sign this list? Mr. Keefe? Come get it.
And Judge, in Mr. Skiles' case, we have one additional round of depositions. I've discussed that with ASA Rogers, requesting a continuance to 10:30 pretrial.
Judge, we're going to be ready to go next cycle. No objection to the continuance this time, but
October 30th.
That is correct, Judge. The next case is Jonathan Stewart in 23 CF 1476. It is the first time up, and we've just received discovery, request a continuance to 10:30 pretrial.
October 30th.
And the last case, Judge, is Jared Titler in 23 CF 1311, first time up, waiver on file. Still working through the discovery on that one, just received some new request 10:30 pretrial.
Without objection, Your Honor.
All right, October 30th.
And I believe that's all I have, Judge. Thank you.
Who we got? Ms. Reed?
Good morning, Judge. I have one case on the docket. I'm also appearing for Michael Gates. He has one case on the docket. Does the court have a preference as to who I call first?
Do yours.
Okay, I'll just do mine. The case I have, Your Honor, is Dakota Vaughn Jones, 23 CF 605. There is a waiver on file. I just filed my notice of appearance about a week or so ago. I have received the evidence.com, but not the paper discovery. Plus, Ms. Leone and I have been trying to meet, but given her court schedule the upcoming weeks, it just hasn't worked out. So I'm just asking to set it for the October 30th pretrial.
No objection.
Got it. Okay, October 30th.
And then that covers my cases, Your Honor. The next case I have, Cassie Reed on behalf of Michael Gates, appearing for Antonio Betancourt, 23 CF 820. Mr. Betancourt is an inmate. And I believe he's also represented by the public defender. Hey, Mr. Betancourt, come on. Judge, Mr. Betancourt, we just received a confidential eval finding Mr. Betancourt not competent to proceed. So I believe that the court needs to make a finding, and then the attorneys need to enter an order officially adjudging Mr. Betancourt not competent to proceed and committing him to the Florida State Hospital. Has the court had the opportunity to review that report?
No, not yet.
Okay. Then, Judge, can we put this on your next miscellaneous date? Was that like September?
Well, I got August 31st. How about that?
You want to do August 31st?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
What about the public defender case?
Judge, we'd ask just go ahead and set that one, ours for August 31st.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Mr. Betancourt, you can go back. Okay. And Judge, that concludes my business. May I be excused?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Stewart?
Good morning, Your Honors.
Morning.
Please the court, Your Honor, Brad Stewart. The first client I have on the court's docket is Matthew Bachman, Judge, 21 CF 2261. Judge, we do need to continue this to the next pretrial on October 30th, if we may.
No objection.
October 30th.
Your Honor, my next client is Madison Beatty, Judge. This is 22 CF 1920 and 1921. The state has set depositions in this matter in October, if I'm not mistaken, so we do need to continue this to the 30th.
Who's the?
No objection from the state.
October 30th.
Your Honor, my next client is Thomas Haney, Judge, 22 CF 2759. I do need to continue this to 10:30 to address some matters with my client. Anticipate I may move this up, advance it for a plea, Judge.
All right. Y'all move it up if you can, October 30th.
Thank you, Judge. Your Honor, my next client is Mr. Jordan Harris. This is 22 CF 2431. We do need to move this to the 10:31 docket. We have some additional materials and additional deposition that needs to be set, Judge.
That's correct, there's no objection.
October 30th.
Your Honor, my next client is Mr. John Harvard. Mr. Harvard is an inmate. I believe he is present. 22 CF 1810 for the record. Your Honor, we filed a demand for speedy trial in Mr. Harvard's case, set that for today's hearing for the 5-day rule. We are ready and prepared for trial, anticipate trial the week of 9/11. I anticipate this is going to be at least a 3 to 4 day trial, Judge.
Who's the prosecutor on it?
Ms. Leone?
It's me, Your Honor.
All right, what about it?
State is ready for trial.
Okay, John Harvard, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, it's setting for docket day September 5th, and tentatively, let's see, the other one set for September 11th, I think, was a one-day trial. Wasn't that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, that was Mr. Flowers.
We'll tentatively set him for that week, September 11th.
And Judge, we have filed a motion to dismiss and a writ to transport a defense witness. We have this case on for Thursday. If it's pleasing to the court, we can address those matters on Thursday.
For this
case,
Mr.
yes.
Harvard?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that the inmate from federal prison or something?
It's an inmate in Walton County.
Oh, Walton County?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
When'd you want to hear it?
On Thursday, if that's all right with the court, Judge, we've already got his motion to dismiss that was previously filed and scheduled, set for Thursday.
Okay, August 30th.
Thank you.
31st, August 31st.
Thank you, Judge. Your Honor, my next client is Mr. Samuel Height. This is 22 CF 241. If we can leave that set for September the 5th, Judge, I anticipate entering of a plea.
All right, September 5th.
My next client, Judge, is Michael Ring. This is 23 CF 1318. This is the first time up, Judge. I need to continue this and move it to the October 31st date.
No objection.
October 30th.
Judge, that was the 30th, not the 31st, right?
Yeah, October 30th.
30th, okay. Thank you, Judge. Your Honor, my last client is Mr. Roca. Judge, this is 21 CF 3271.
Okay.
Your Honor, I'm asking to move this to the October 30 date. We have additional depositions that need to be done on this case. I anticipate trying his cases next cycle.
Your Honor, the state objects to that. Is that time to contact for scheduling depositions his last pretrial? That's the same exact reason he gave for continuing the case to this pretrial. Between now and the week of the 18th, there are plenty of days for him to complete the last depositions.
Judge, I'm going to be trying Mr. Harvard's case. I'm not going to be prepared to try Mr. Aroka's case. It's the same prosecutor that's going to be trying Mr. Harvard's case and will be trying Mr. Aroka's case on a multiple-day trial. I think that's unreasonable. Judge, and can I approach, Judge? Ms. Leon's not here.
Ms. Leon can't approach.
Ms. Leon can't approach. She should be here to approach.
Well, she's,
Why do we need to approach?
Obviously, we can't, counsel.
what's he charged with?
Judge, he is charged with sexual assault, aggravated battery with a weapon, aggravated assault, possession of a weapon.
What about
false imprisonment.
September 5th docket day and trial week, September 18th?
Judge,
Thank you, Your Honor. That will work for me.
we can set it on the 5th, Judge. I'm still going to readdress this. Perhaps Ms. Leon might be present.
Okay, we can readdress it.
Very good.
I'll be happy to. September 5th and September 18th trial week. If you can get it
Thank you.
resolved, or I might consider a continuance if I hear a
Understood.
good enough reason, but at this point, we'll set it for trial.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, that's all I have.
How you spell his Roca?
ROCA.
Okay. Is that it?
Yes, Your Honor, that's all I have. May I be excused?
All right, thank you, yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Keach?
Morning, Your Honor. For the record, Jeremy Keach. First case in your docket is going to be State of Florida versus Ariel Bell. She's an inmate, but she was not transported, Your Honor. And that case number is 22 CF 1720. The court should have received, I believe myself and the state attorney's office received as well last night, a competency evaluation that finds her incompetent to proceed. I'm assuming the court hasn't had an opportunity to review it. If we could place it on the September 5th docket, I'm unavailable for the 31st, I heard you mention earlier. But if we could park it on the 5th to address just that evaluation, the court would be so inclined.
Who's got that?
It's,
It's my case, Your Honor, and I'm fine with that.
All right, September 5th.
thank you, Your Honor. Next case would be State of Florida versus Brandon Butler, 23 CF 1100, Your Honor. The parties were notified out of that, from Baker County, that he was found incompetent in that jurisdiction. So if we can park him on the 5th as well, we'll file that evaluation with the court, and I'm assuming the court can just adopt those findings and find him incompetent, proceed here.
All right, September 5th.
Thank you. Next would be State of Florida versus Christian Douglas, 23 CF 111. Procedurally, Your Honor, if we could set this matter on a motion docket for a motion to reduce his bond. And then for substantive purposes, we're still working on scheduling depositions so we can proceed working through the case.
That's fine, Your Honor.
All right, what do you want, October 30th?
That'd be fine, and I'll notice the court on the bond hearing.
All right. October 30th.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Next case, I got one more. Next will be State of Florida versus Jessica Fickett, Fickett, 22 CF 2574. We have a round of depositions scheduled for this week, August 30th in the afternoon. We probably will have more and some motion practice, so we could move her also to the 30th of October.
Mr. Keach, Your Honor, may I ask to set this case for docket day because we may need to approach on this. And I can contact you to tell you the reason.
September 5th.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. September 5th. You need to be here. Okay. All right, thanks. And next, Your Honor, will be State of Florida versus Philip Lee. This is Ms. Basso's case, 2020 CF 2658. Judge, we're ready for trial in this matter.
Okay. It's ready.
All right, what you want? We'll go with September 5th docket day and September 18th trial week.
Okay.
What was his, spell his last name?
Lee. Case number is 20 CF 2658.
Lee. All right.
Next on the docket will be State of Florida versus Vance Mitchell. Mr. Mitchell is present, 23 CF 1054. As he approaches the bench, Your Honor, he has a companion case or a second case in Walton County, which I have done some depositions on. I'm going to ask to move this to the October 30th.
Okay, October 30th. Thank you.
And then finally, well, no, excuse me, Vanessa Tejo, Tejo. For the record, she has three cases, 22 CF 137, 23 CF 409, and then 23 CF 982. We have a written offer of plea to tender to the court. I'm going to pause and have her sign it. I went over it with her in the back.
How many days on that Lee case?
Sir?
How many days on that Lee case?
You think two, Ms. Basso, at most?
I think 2 exclusive of jury selection, Your Honor.
Okay.
Any questions? No, sir. Okay. Thanks. And Judge, may I approach with the plea agreement and score sheet?
All right, you are Vanessa Tejo? Thank you. This is 22 CF 137, 23 CF 409, 23 CF 982. Ms. Tejo, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court's the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You want to enter a no contest plea. Let's see. In 22 CF 137, fleeing and attempting to elude a third-degree felony, possession of a controlled substance, a third-degree felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, first-degree misdemeanor. And 23 CF 409, possession of a controlled substance, a third-degree felony, and 23 and count 2, possession of drug paraphernalia, first-degree misdemeanor. And 23 CF 982, driving license suspended or revoked, a first-degree misdemeanor. You want to enter a no contest plea to those charges, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Keats has done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. You're adjudicated guilty in 22 CF 137, count 1. Withhold adjudication of guilt on 22 CF 137, counts 2 and 3. And 23 CF 409, counts 1 and 2. Let's see, you are, is that also?
Judge, all other counts would be a withhold of adjudication for the agreement.
Okay, and in 980, let's see, 23 CF 982, count 3, those are withhold, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And in 23 CF 982, count 1 and 2 are dismissed, correct?
That's correct, Judge.
All right, so is the sentence that y'all agreed, all cases and all counts, she is sentenced to time served?
Correct.
All right. Sentenced to time served, all cases, all counts.
Yes, sir.
Any objection to that?
No, sir.
Sound like your attorney did a pretty good job for you.
Yes, sir.
In 22 CF 137, $615 fine and court costs and $150 legal assistance fee. In 23 CF 409, 500, let's see, is it, is it 615 fine and court costs?
Correct.
You have 5,615. You want me to cross out the 5?
Please.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a scrivener's error, Your Honor.
Probably thinking of attorney fees there or something. And a $100 legal assistance fee. In 23 CF 982,
That would be misdemeanor cost, Judge, for the driving while license suspended.
all right. And they're all fines and costs are reduced to a civil judgment, lien, and sent to collections. And you've got to submit Ms. Tejo, you got to submit a DNA sample.
Okay.
That's a swab.
Okay.
You know. Is there anything else on this that I might have missed? It's a little,
I believe that covers everything, Your Honor.
Okay.
It's essentially a time-served sentence, reducing all fines, costs, and fees to a civil
Yeah.
lien, no probation to follow.
all right. Kind of in the future, make out your plea and sentencing form, just whatever the case number is, everything under that case number.
Sure.
Don't run them all into, it's hard for me to
Certainly.
separate it.
Certainly, Your
Okay.
Honor.
All right, anything else for, I guess you'll get out of jail today.
Step over,
Okay.
Steve, right to the bail.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, who we got?
Judge, this is going to be James Terrell.
James Terrell.
And Judge, he may need a hearing device.
Okay, we'll get him one. I'm duty judge, so I might have to be checking my phone and have it. We have emergencies throughout the day. I might have to take a break, so. Now, this is Mr. Terrell.
That's correct. And while they're providing him with his hearing aid,
Well, hang on a second then. Mr. Terrell, can you hear me? Okay.
his case numbers are 21 CF 924 and 21 CF 1577. Currently, Judge, he is under a court order to have him evaluated. Dr. McDonald and I spoke last week. She's requested additional information. I have communicated that to the state. They are working to provide that to us so we can wrap up this evaluation as comprehensively as possible. I'd ask to move it to the October 30th date, don't you?
And there's no objection, Your Honor. We are getting the additional information that would assist Dr. McDonald in her evaluation, and as soon as it's available, we'll get that to Mr. Keach. It shouldn't delay anything.
All right, October 30th.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And finally, Your Honor, I have Lisa Walker on your docket, 22 CF 618, as well as 23 CF 924. She's in a rehab facility or hospice, but she also communicated to my office and provided verification that she has COVID, so I excused her absence. If we could park her on the October 30th docket, Your Honor.
No objection.
October 30th.
Okay, and that's all I have. May be excused. All right, thank you.
Catalini?
I have two cases on the docket. First one is Matthew Wagner, Wagner, and that's with Ms. Basso. What we want to do, Your Honor, is just leave it set for September, I believe, 5th. We're anticipating a plea.
September 5th.
That's fine with the state, Your Honor.
So far, Ms. Basso, I'm working, okay?
That was Walker? Okay,
All right, sounds good.
very good. September 5th.
September 5th.
Yeah.
And Your Honor, I also have Shannon Jordan.
Okay.
Your Honor, if we could continue Ms. Jordan's case, it's a fairly new case. I need to do some depositions on it. This will be the second continuance.
Any objection?
1 second, Your Honor, if I may, this is Shannon Jordan, right?
Yes.
On 22 CF 3050, there was a PTI offer. Discovery was shared on June 22nd, but I haven't had no communication with Mr. Katalinic.
Okay, 22 CF 3050 is what you're talking about, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I was out of town for 3 weeks, too. That might have been the reason.
Okay.
Yeah, so what we can do is we can leave this one set for September 5th?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there will-
Let's do that, Your Honor.
September 5th, okay.
Yes. Your Honor, I have one other case that I'm covering for Mr. Joe Mitkevicius. It's Carlos Rodriguez, 23 CF 894. Your Honor, he would like to pass it to the nearest date for a plea or continuance to give his client a chance to consult with his immigration attorney regarding the consequences of his plea.
No objection.
I don't know if he means a full
Wants-
continu...
Well, I was gonna, what does that mean? What about, we'll go with, what about September 26th?
September 26th, I will let him know.
It's a miscellaneous court date.
Very well.
Okay,
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have.
thank you. Mr. Hardy?
Good morning, Your Honor. First case I have is Ricky Booker, 23 CF 1052. I'm going to ask to move Mr. Booker to the October date.
October 30th?
Yes, Your
Any
Honor.
objection? I guess not, October 30th.
All right. Your Honor, my next case is Timothy Holt. He's an inmate, 23 CF 221. And Your Honor, we're going to ask to leave Mr. Holt on docket day. Plea or continue.
September 5th. Thank you.
Your Honor, my next case is Philip Merritt. He's got 3 cases. Mr. Merritt's present. Your Honor, we'd also like to leave this set on the docket day. Plea or continue.
September 5th.
All right. And Your Honor, my last case is Joseph Pursley, 22 CF 2212. I would ask to set that on the October docket.
No objection. For pretrial.
October pretrial?
Yes, Your Honor.
October 30th.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have.
Didn't we have a clock up there? Where's my clock at? It helps me to keep up with where we need to take breaks and everything, okay. All right, who else we got out there? Ms. Gooden?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Cheryl Gooden, I have 2 on your docket. The first one is Jeremy Kozer, 21 CF 2033. And we are ready for trial.
The state is ready as well, Your Honor.
Wasn't he up last time, or did not get continued?
He was, but a witness wasn't available for the state.
So when do you want to go? How you spell it? K-O?
Kosier. And the trial dates are, Your Honor?
September 11th and September 18th are the trial weeks, and September 5th docket day. Set it for
May I
September 5th
have-
docket, and
The 18th, the week of the 18th.
what's he charged with?
Trafficking.
September 11th. How about that?
Yes, Your Honor, it works for the state.
I will make it work for me. I will make it work for me.
All right, September 11th. How
The
many
ne-
days?
One. Should be one.
Okay.
Yes.
The next one I have is Val Powell, P-A-L, 21 CF 1979. And we're ready for trial on that one
What's
as
the
well.
name, last name?
P-A-L.
September 5th, and we'll set that for September 11th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Charged with what?
Traveling.
Traveler case, an attempted sexual battery.
It's a what?
Traveling.
Traveling, solicitation, attempted sexual battery.
Traveling.
Traveling to meet a minor.
Oh, I got you. Okay. How many days?
One.
Exclusive of jury selection, I would think, though, ma'am. Correct.
Right. Next case.
That's all I have.
Okay,
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Nopes.
Judge, the first case I've got is Louis Osty. I want to leave it set for docket day, September 5th. I'll get we Thursday or Friday.
Okay.
I told him that, so we don't have to bring him out. Then Chad Blotta is present, Judge.
Is it Block? And Mr. Nopes, what was his name?
Chad Blotta, Blayda. Blada.
Later. Okay.
Judge, we've agreed to leave it set for docket day.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
September 5th.
The next case is Madison Chansey. Judge, I'm asking to continue. We're going to go ahead and set depositions with Mike Flowers. He's representing the co-defendant.
All right. October 30th.
Judge, the next case is Afrey Benjamin Collis, C-O-L-L-I-S. Judge, he's an inmate, but he refused to come this morning. I'd like to just leave it set for Tuesday. I'm going to go talk with him this weekend.
About August 31st?
I thought is your docket day 9/5?
Yeah, we got a docket day, September 5th. Want to do
Yeah,
that?
let's do that, yeah,
Okay.
without subs.
He don't show up, tell him things may happen he don't like, but that's his problem.
You don't know him. When you said that, I just kind of thought to myself what he's probably going to say to me, but anyway. Andre Copeland, let's leave it set for docket day. He's present, Judge.
Andre Copeland, September 5th, Mr. Copeland. Okay, thank you.
Andre, wait on me, okay? Judge Justin Diaz. Judge, Mr. Diaz, I just got appointed to his Walton County cases, and he's got serious charges over there, so
October 30th.
thank you.
If I may ask, Your Honor, for this to be the last continuance, our case in Okaloosa is very, very old, and Mr. Nopes has been on the case at least since October of last year, and nothing has been done.
Judge, I understand that they've got serious charges against him in Walton County, so they've not, I just got appointed, I'm like the sixth attorney over there. Judge Wells called me during pretrial to ask me if I would pick it up since I've got his case over here, so.
October 30th.
Judith Dickerson, Judge, we've got depot set for September 6th, so I would ask to continue this.
No objection.
Judge Ernest Goodman, he's an inmate, and I told him that we were going to leave it set for September 5th, docket day.
All right, is it Ernest Goodman?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
September 5th, sir. Thank you.
See you Saturday. Dylan Grantham, it was my understanding that the victim in this case was going to request that charges be dropped. So I don't mind to leave it set for docket day without subs, and we'll
September 5th.
try to figure it out.
September
September
5th.
5th, next Tuesday. Not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow.
Thank you.
Judge Aaron Jefferson, I'd like to leave it set for Tuesday without subs. Judge, I have like 5 or 6 indigent for cost cases. I've been able to get one of them approved. I'm working on that. I've got time Thursday and Friday to try to either get Jack on the phone or whoever in Tallahassee, but I'm hoping by September 5th I can have those documents filed, so.
You want it September 5th then?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you hear okay? What's his
Yes,
name?
Your Honor.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it, September 5th.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay,
Thank you.
good.
Thank you.
The next case I have is Stephen Wayne Jernigan. The state was having problems finding their victim, getting me an address so I could set the depot. I don't know if they've had any luck.
Who's the
My
prosecutor on it?
case. It's my case, Mr. Nopes. I'm okay to continue it.
Okay, that's fine.
October 30th.
Judge, then I've got Derek Markham. Judge, we're setting depots. I think we've exchanged an email, but we're ready to set the depots. It's a serious case, and so I'd ask to put it on October 30th.
No objection.
Okay, October 30th.
Judge Shailene Matthews, she's an inmate. I was going to leave it set for docket day on September 5th. Well, that's fine. I mean, she understands. She understands that we're setting it for docket day. So I talked to her. Offer on her. Okay. Judge, then I've got Cord McCraney. Judge, we're going to leave it set for docket day on September 5th. I'll get with the state Thursday or Friday.
September 5th. Thank you.
September 5th, okay. Judge Andrew McDonald. Judge, he's got 2 cases on the docket. And the public defender represents him in his new case. I've got 23 CF 4. And Judge, the state on Thursday sent a global offer. I was out of town Thursday and Friday. I shared the offer with Mr. Williams, that represents him on the new case, and I've also shared the offer with Mr. McDonald. We've agreed just to leave it set for September 5th in hopes that we can resolve everything.
Okay, good. September 5th.
Come see you Saturday. The next case I have is LaDonna Medley. Judge, she's present, and I was going to ask just to continue that.
No objection.
October 30th. Thank you.
Good to go. Judge, then I've got Jared Riley. Judge, he had, I think we've got deposition scheduled with the co-defendant. I don't necessarily want to bump it at full continuance. He's trying to get into the Marines, and I just gave some additional information to the state just to try to help this thing get along. If we could leave it set for docket day without subpoenas and give them a chance to review what I've given them.
That's fine with the state, Your Honor. I'll get with Mr. Nopes on my decision.
Okay,
on that.
September 5th. You
Next
trying to go to the
Tuesday.
Marines?
Not tomorrow, a week from tomorrow. Yep. And
Marines?
she's looking at the stuff.
Okay.
When I know something, I'll let you know. Then I've got Amon Robinson. Double check. Judge, if we could leave it set for September 5th, and hopefully we'll,
Okay, September 5th.
Brandon Scarborough, leave it set also for September 5th.
That's fine with the state, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Scarborough, September 5th, okay. Thank you.
And I've got other cases for other people, but my last case is William Talbot. He's an inmate, and Judge, I wanted to leave it set for September 5th as well.
All right, William Talbot, September 5th, okay? Thank you.
Come see you Saturday.
All right, sir.
Judge Adrian Middleton, Middleton, is an attorney, and he's got two cases on the docket. One is Christopher Brigham, Brigham. Judge, he sent me a plea agreement this morning, if I could approach.
All right. All right, this is 2016 CF 1250, State of Florida versus Christopher Brigham. Dear Christopher Brigham,
Yes, sir.
would you raise your right hand, please, to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give before this court is true, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
You want to enter a no contest plea, the charge of disorderly conduct, a misdemeanor? Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
You understand the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
I do, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir, Your
You
Honor.
happy with your work your attorney did for you on the case?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Adjudication's withheld. $150 to be paid today in restitution, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you're sentenced to time served in the county jail. And that's it, right?
That was their agreement, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
I'll tell you. Can he get a pay slip so he can go pay the $150? No?
Yes, ma'am.
The victim is Okaloosa County Jail in Crestview.
Okaloosa County Jail?
Yes.
Do we know who the victim is?
No, he damaged something and he
Oh, okay, I got you.
probably tried to,
It was fire extinguisher he took down and broke.
he what?
A fire extinguisher.
Yeah, I knew there was something about him. Fire extinguisher. I don't know if he's trying to start a fire, which would be a lot worse than disorderly
worse.
conduct, but I'll give you 10 days to pay that.
Absolutely.
Okay, Okaloosa County Jail. When you get into jail next time, don't try to break anything, okay?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right.
Judge, Mr. Middleton also has Brandon Hardaway, Hardaway. He asked to continue it one cycle.
October 30th.
That's all of Mr. Middleton's cases. Jeff Toney also texted me this morning. He's got one case.
Are you getting paid by all these lawyers to do their work for them?
Some of them.
You need to not be so kind-hearted. You need to be hard-hearted like me, mean. Make him show up.
I'll just start telling him, hey, I got
I
to
might
charge
make
you.
him show up.
Judge Gonchar told me I had to start charging y'all.
Yeah, Mr. Nopes is, you already got enough cases of your own.
I agree, Judge. Mr. Tony's case, the last name is Holiday-Dortch, D-O-R-T-C-H,
Here he comes.
and he's asking to leave it set for docket day, clear continuance.
That's fine.
All right, September 5th, okay? Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Judge. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day.
Got any more private attorneys out there that I cannot see? Rivera, let's see, what about Sixto Rivera? You here, Mr. Rivera? What did you do?
Oh, Your Honor.
I don't want to know, just, okay.
Just my disability.
This is 22 CF 1214, Sixto Rivera.
Yes, Your Honor.
What do we want to do? Where's your attorney?
I'm not gonna hire another attorney, Your Honor. I already spent over $10,000 in that, and this woman helped stealing over $10,000 from me.
If we could
Okay.
stop right
Not
now.
going to.
Hang on a second.
Mr. Rivera always wishes to speak more than he is eligible for as a defendant. Your Honor, he should be held to the same standards as a defense attorney and answer the court's questions. Your Honor, in this case, Mr. Rivera has chosen to go pro se. He is not eligible for the public defender. The state has heard nothing from Mr. Rivera since the last pretrial.
Well, you ready to go to trial this
I
time?
have been ready, Your Honor.
Okay. We'll set him for September 5th docket. And what week you want to go? September 11th or 18th?
We'll just see how everybody slots out, Your Honor, as far as the other cases go.
Okay.
Either one will be fine with the state.
September 5th show up, and then
September
we'll
5th, I'll
we'll
be
try to
here.
figure out whether it's the September 11th or the 18th.
Yes,
There'll
Your
be some
Honor.
motions prior to that, Your Honor, and we'll make sure those get filed into Mr. Rivera in a timely manner.
Your Honor, one comment I did not receive, as usual, for every month, I received the notification to come here to court. I did not receive it last month. I had to actually look through records of videos and stuff to find it. So please, do send me that information. That way I can put it in my schedule, my calendar.
September 5th.
Yes, Your Honor.
9 o'clock.
At 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
See you. Good morning.
Who's another pro se I've missed? Miss Flowers? Morning.
Mr. Atkinson's in custody. Do you want to just go down the list? Or? Okay. Yes.
After, to the public defenders, after Ms. Flowers gets done, we'll take about probably a 20-minute break. So if you want to know that, okay, go ahead.
Several I can continue. Judge, I have several I'd like to go ahead and continue that are out of custody, if I could call them as well before we go on break.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I put in too. That's fine. Okay, ready? Okay. Okay. Your Honor, this is Donnie Atkinson. Is it okay if I proceed? Okay.
Yes.
This is Donnie Atkinson. We're here in 22 CF 2985, 23 CF 511, and 23 CF 664. I'm asking for a continuance to get a motion to suppress filed.
About October 30th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms.
No
Leone,
objection.
is that your case?
It's my case, Your Honor, no objection.
Okay. Ms. Leone, can you hear us okay?
Very well, thank you.
All right, okay. All right, October 30th.
Thank you. Okay. Dennis Brooks. Your Honor, Dennis Brooks is present and approaching in 23 CF 1000. This is my first time up. We're requesting a continuance to set depositions. I don't believe there's an objection.
All right, October 30th. Is it Brooks? October 30th, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Charles Detz. Mr. Detz is out of custody. He's present and approaching. And 22 CF 1243. I'd like to set this for September 5th for a plea.
Docket day, September 5th. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Are they ready? All right. I can keep. Ms. Hinton, Taya Hinton. Your Honor, Taya Hinton is present and approaching, and 22 CF 1982, 22 CF 1983. We have depositions, the state has depositions scheduled in this matter, I believe early October, so we're asking to continue for that.
October 30th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Jeremias Holden. Your Honor, Mr. Holden is present and approaching, and 23 CF 18. This is my first time up. I did not previously have contact, but I do have a contact number for him. So we're requesting a full cycle continuance to meet and.
All right, October 30th.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yep. Thank you. Call my office. Jeremy Jernigan. Jeremy Jernigan. He was here. He might have just stepped out. I'm going to be asking to continue that as well.
Any objection?
No objection.
October 30th.
We've
I'll
got
move
to,
these cases up if you get them,
yeah, yes. Let's see, I think the rest are inmates, except for Sonia Watts. Your Honor, Ms. Watts, Sonia Watts is 23 CF 678. We'd like to set this for docket day for a plea. September 5th, right?
Thank you. September 5th, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, September 5th, okay, call me. Brittany Way, 22 CF 2257. We've reached an agreement with the state. May I approach?
All right, this is 22 CF 2257, State of Florida versus Brittany Way. You're Miss Way?
Yes,
Would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give before this court is the truth, so help you God.
yes,
You want to enter a no contest plea to the charge of tampering with evidence, a third-degree felony, and false report of a crime, a first-degree misdemeanor. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You want to enter a plea to that, no
Yes, sir.
contest plea? Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
yes, sir,
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
yes, sir,
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea?
no, sir,
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
no, sir,
Are you happy with the work Ms. Flowers has done for you on your case?
yes, sir,
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Count 1, judge guilty, sentenced to credit for time served. 515, court costs, $150 cost of defense. Count 2, judge guilty, sentenced to time served. Any, the court costs and costs of defense payable within 180 days or sent to collections. Okay?
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I also have Tyrone White on the docket, 22 CF 3181. I spoke with the state on this one. He was not well, so he was excused, and I've asked to continue. I don't think
October
there's an-
30th?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Joshua Colley, and 22 CF 1481, 22 CF 1482, 23 CF 55, and 23 CF 59. Your Honor, we've completed a first round of depositions and need to reset a second round, so we're asking to continue. I don't think there's an objection.
October 30th.
Okay, thank you. I'll see you. Your Honor, this is Jeremy Eastep and 23 CF 685 and 23 CF 978. I was just provided the competency evaluation from Dr. McDonald, wherein her findings are that Mr. Eastep is incompetent at this time and would benefit from some time at Florida State Hospital. I just emailed it to Ms. Leone this morning, so she might not have had a chance to review the report.
Let's set it for September 5th.
Okay, September.
I stipulate to contact.
I haven't had a chance to see it, so.
Okay, I'll make sure it gets to everyone, and we'll set for
It just got
September
in
5th.
last night, right?
Right.
Okay, September 5th.
Thank you.
Anthony Gabriel. And I'll figure out where to spell it.
So, Your Honor, this is Anthony Gabriel, and 20 CF 2880, 21 CF 1861, and 21 CF 2022. I believe we're ready for trial in 21 CF 2022.
State's ready for trial as well, Your Honor. Due to witness availability, the state's requesting the first week, preferably the 13th. I anticipate 2 to 2.5 days for trial. Defense and I have stipulated that we will also have, Your Honor, hear a violation of probation during the trial, if Your Honor is willing. This defendant is PRR, so if he is convicted as charged, it is mandatory life in prison.
How many days?
Say 2.5, just to be sure. That's including
Spell his
jurisdiction.
last name for me.
Gabriel, Gabriel.
You said something about September 13th. It's September 11th is the,
The 11th is fine.
Week.
I know there was another one, speedy trial put on that date, I believe, so the 13th would be fine with the state to start on Wednesday. Anytime that week is available for the court, just,
and how many days? 1 day?
no, Your Honor, I'd say 2.5 to be,
That means 3.
I'm sorry.
That means 3.
Yes, sir. Possibly 2, but three on the safe side.
Okay.
That works for us. Will we pick a jury on a separate day?
We pick a jury on Mondays, and depending on how it goes, start that afternoon, or, and what other cases we have.
We have more of a certain day on docket day, Your Honor?
Yeah,
Okay.
because right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trials, and I can't try 7 cases at once.
Scheduling.
Although, in my criminal defense days, I felt like I could. So we'll probably bring in some senior judges to get them tried, if we can. We typically have half a dozen senior judges that love to come in and try criminal jury trials, so.
So
And
we'll
those
bring 'em
senior
back.
judges, man, I'd rather be in front of me than them, but see what happens.
So we'll bring him back on docket day.
Okay.
Your Honor, this is Shane Michael Fell and 20 CF 1878. We've completed some depots just recently, and it's become apparent to me that I'm going to have to reset another round of depots. So we're asking for a continuance to get those depots done.
October 30th. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, this is Christy Hawley and 21 CF 3096 and 23 CF 1405. I'd like to set her for docket day for a potential plea.
September 5th, thank you.
It's not gonna. When do I come back? September 5th, but I'll come to see you at the jail before then. Yes, this is Melissa Sterner in 22 CF 3157 and 23 CF 795. Your Honor, I think the state is in agreement to pass this for 2 cycles. Is that correct? If that's okay with the court, we have a plea worked out. We just believe it would be better to continue it out to enter that plea at a later time.
What, you talk about maybe November 6th or something, docket day?
Yes, that'd be great.
No objection.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Lonnie Strahan, 21 CF 1400, 21 CF 1403. Your Honor, I was just appointed to this 3-4 days ago, so I would ask a continuance.
Without objection, Your Honor.
October 30th. Thank you, sir.
May I speak?
Well, don't you, you probably got an attorney right there.
Still gonna go to, ready to go to trial.
Well, I'll come and see you. We won't be going to trial
Okay.
next month. I just got appointed on your case, so I'll have to get up
I've
to
been through like
speed.
8 lawyers and been here 2
Okay,
years.
October 30th, and if, we'll get you in
Get to see
trial
you.
quickly. Thank you.
Alvin Tipton and 16 CF 1262, 22 CF 894. I had some scheduling issues with on my behalf with Miss Basso, but we're trying to get deposition scheduled, so I'm asking for a continuance.
That's without objection. Ms. Flowers has been working it to try to get it set. We'll get you some final dates, and we'll get it done.
October 30th, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Uh-huh.
Flowers, that's the last that I have for you.
Okay.
It's on your list,
Okay,
but there's something happening in jail. So it may be a little bit. I don't know.
okay. Well, we don't, if he doesn't like to come, if we could have, Michelle, are we stipulating to a continuance when a continuance in Aiken?
October 30th.
So you can let them know. Thank you.
All right.
And that's all I have, if I may be
Thank you.
excused. Oh, okay, that's right.
Is that him back
Dowden.
there?
Your Honor, this will be my first time getting some contact info from Mr. Dowden. It's a standard, I'd like to put him on September 5th for a potential plea, and I'll step out and talk with him.
September 5th, okay.
Dowden has actually got an warrant for
Oh.
getting stolen.
Well,
You got to go back that way, Mr. Dowden.
I guess we'll just leave it on and see if there's a global offer.
September 5th.
Okay,
Maybe you
thank
can
you.
get it worked out.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we'll take a 20-minute break.
All rise, please.
We are getting there.
Sorry.
Apparently trying to knock you over the road.
At least I'm.
Oh, yeah, I'm not ready. We're waiting.
I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to do that. Was on Campbell.